On this money-saving Monday, Arizonans are being targeted by a growing wave of financial scams driven by AI. We're talking about deep fake videos, cloned voices, and phishing texts that look completely real. 12 News journalist Trisha Hendricks explains how these scams are getting more and more convincing and what we should all be looking out for.
From voice cloning and deepfake videos to AI-generated phishing texts and emails, scammers are using new tools to trick consumers more easily.
It said there's been some fraud maybe going on with your card.
Maria Holmes recalls her mom getting a fraudulent bank text.
She started getting all this information from Chase on her card, and I was like, no, Mom, that's just a scam. Just, we're going to hit delete.
Arizona residents are losing millions of dollars to these schemes, according to the Federal Trade Commission, and the tactics are getting harder to spot. Luckily, Maria knew right away.
It was not from Chase.
Something they were able to confirm in person. But unfortunately, that's not the case for everyone. In fact, AI can now clone a loved one's voice, write a bank text, and build a fake identity tailored just for you.
A lot do involve AI.
Chase Bank and MCSO are teaming up, hosting community workshops across Arizona.
It only takes about 6 words for an AI machine to be able to replicate our voice, or the equivalent of 3 seconds of speaking. So when you pick up the phone, you are like, hello, anybody there? If nobody picks up, I'm going to hang up the phone. That's enough for these machines to be able to pick up our speech and all the information they need for them to really replicate our voice.
Antonio Lara is the community manager at Chase Bank in Phoenix. He says we need to keep our guard up.
If we don't recognize the number, I think it's better just don't pick up the phone. Or if you get a text message, right, that might seem suspicious, just don't reply.
Antonio says if you get an unexpected call or text from your bank, hang up and call the number on the back of your card. Never click links in unsolicited messages. Behind the scenes, Chase is working to detect and block scams in real time, too.
Banks will never ask you for your personal information. We have that information. So we're going to ask you different things in how to authenticate you. If you don't feel safe sharing that information on the phone, my best advice is to always have somebody that you know and trust inside your bank so that you can go personally and say, hey, this is what I need or this is what's going on.
If you believe you've been the victim of a scam, you can file a complaint by visiting azag.gov. And just like Maria, stay alert, be an advocate for your older family members, and trust your gut.
Just making sure that you're checking a real person, being able to go to the financial institute where it comes from, and that way you know the real answer.
As always, if you have any money-saving topics you would like us to look into, send us an email at money@12news.com. Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.